The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. AI is out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's the captain in at the 1 spot. And for Detroit, we've got the professor. Thompson is out there with Carter. Then it's Durant, and it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. We're approaching the trade deadline, GA. How do teams decide if they're a buyer?
It comes down to goals and really your timeline. So some teams make deals to try to push them over the top this season. Others might find a player they love and trade for him with the future in mind.
Here's Edwards. Good D by Thompson. Here's the professor. Passes it to Carter. Cunningham outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibility. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's the captain. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Inside. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
So it's Detroit now after the basket by Minnesota. The professor's shot is off.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Cunningham passes to Durant. For Gobert. Gobert pulls it in.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The captain passes to AI. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Taking 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And both free throws good for AI.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's the professor. Edwards defending. A shot by Carter. Nobody around. Detroit, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the left side wing. Pocket 6. And it's sent back by Carter. A nice shot by AI. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. Here's the captain. Right through the D for the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Anthony Edwards. And here's Cunningham. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Pass to Carter. Off the run. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The baseline J. The second chance effort. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pistons trail by 8. Knocked away during the pass to Cunningham. For the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Team second.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 12-3 run right now. The captain passes to AI. to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. 18 feet out. Good on the jump shot. McDaniels got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Indoors here, we're looking at Jaden McDaniels' stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence, and Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
Here's Gobert following the basket by Cade Cunningham. And that one drops for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's the professor. Still yet to score. Bucket is good.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Here's the captain, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here, and he comes up with the deuce. McDaniels got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Stolen. Here's the captain. And there's the pass to Edwards. Here's the captain from the arc. Traps in the tray. The captain's got 5. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's the captain following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Here's the captain. He has 5 to the paint. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Passes it to Connor. Stripped it away. Inside. Edwards. That's good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Thompson. Pistons passing it around. Here's the professor. Edwards defending. Offline with his 3. Minnesota leading by 12. Gobert the pass to the captain. Releases. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Now Edwards. He had 37 points last game out. For 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 7.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Timeout call, the Pistons. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players' doors to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013, probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for AI. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for Edwards. Now, here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Here's Connor. Out to Carter. Shot to stop the run. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. Rebound, Detroit. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Cunningham passes to Durant. Carter for 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
His first make, and maybe that will get him going.
Here's the captain. 7 points in the game. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You simply must account for Rudy Gobert and keep him off the offensive glass. He's done it his whole career.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Here's the professor. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Thompson. And Ivy subbed in for the professor. The captain passes to Conley. Pass to Reid. Here's the captain. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Cunningham drives in. Carter inside the 3-point line. Rebounded by the captain.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Harris. Gobert against Carter. Gobert can't hit. Pistons trail by 18. Here's Harris. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Carries it from 3-point range. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Conley into the lane. Here's Gobert. Yep, that one goes. 8 points for him.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here is Carter, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Conley against Cunningham. Oh, the lob to Gobert, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Curly.
40 seconds left to play here in the first. DiVincenzo finds Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And again, it's Minnesota.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Ivy. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington. And that one drops.
Oh, and the playmaking of Ivey on full display.
Here's the captain. He's got 9. With 2 seconds left. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal.
It goes on Jaden Ivey.
Elbow. 2.
The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Number 4 at the line for 2. The first one falls. So he gets them both. And so it's Minnesota with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention. But some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivey. Carter out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. There's a check in for Jalen Duren. Big Dog comes in for Carter. And the professor subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now, here's AI. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Clippers.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys. Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. DiVincenzo with it. Still scoreless. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Ivey, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota leading by 20. Now here's DiVincenzo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
That's tipped and stolen by AI. Harris against DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Ivy. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Now here is Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. He has 7. Takes it off the glass. Edwards got 9.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And here are the numbers for the professor. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Putting up about 25 points per game, 11 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And the play-in has certainly kept things interesting, Doris. Overall, the 9th seeds have a better win-loss record than the 8th seeds.
Yeah, not much separation talent-wise between teams that finish in that order of standing. And I'm curious to see, Kev, do we start to see more first-round upsets by favoring lower seeds that happen to be playing well at the right time?
Minnesota with the ball, following the 3 by Detroit. Conley kicks to AI. The rebound by Ivy.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Conley scanning the floor. Here's AI. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Pistons trail by 16. Here he goes, Holland, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Holland's got 5 now.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Conley, the pass to AI. From 20 feet out, count that bucket. AI's got 4 this quarter.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Ivy. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's AI. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Having an efficient 3-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for AI. Pistons trail by 18. Now Ivy. 6 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Ivy's got his third basket of the night.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Conley with it. He feeds it to AI. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Ivy on the wing. Harris outside. Fires the three. Another three for Detroit.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Now here is Conley. 8 points his last outing. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pistons trail by 13. So Monty Williams wants to talk it over here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
And you look at Edwards. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. And that one, good. AI's got 12 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Holland. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ivy. Detroit, no good that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Conley, the pass to Reed. It's deflected. Harris looking it over. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the captain subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Edwards. He gets it in there. Edwards got 11 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, three-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Driving in. The captain, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And difficult to convert in the face of that kind of D. Harris isn't afraid to take the tough shots and never has been.
Here's the captain. 11 points in the game. Fade away. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Now the pass to AI. He gets that one. AI's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And he makes that one. Stewart's got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Gobert. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Carter comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Cunningham in for Jaden Ivey.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Pistons trail by 16. Here's the professor. 26 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Pass to Connor. The Pistons working the ball around now. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's doubler. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Here's the captain. He's got 13. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. AI's got 18 points.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Carter with the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. 1:49 left to play here in the second quarter. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 18. Carter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 9 points for the machine.
One thing I really like about Ausar Thompson, he's a T-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Here's the captain. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Here's AI following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Pass to McDaniels from past the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Johnson. The three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's AI. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And it's Carter missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Puts up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Carter's got 12.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And so it's Minnesota finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens and we got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Minnesota came out looking very confident. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12-4 run. Only one time did they give the lead back in an extremely impressive first quarter performance. The second quarter didn't advance their lead, but they still dominated the half overall, ending it way, way out in front. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
And, Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
First of all, where's the intensity going to be? I think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from AI.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On the court for Minnesota, the wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with AI, and it's the captain in at the 1.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Cunningham, and it's AI with the rebound. AI's got rebound number 8 now on the night. That's good from Edwards on the assist by AI. Edwards got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Timberwolves. Here's the professor. Edwards defending. It's deflected. AI outside.
And let's review some numbers for Cunningham. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. AI. And both free throws good for AI. Pistons trailed by 19. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Thompson outside. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 6. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 20.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Here's AI. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Shooting for Minnesota, number 12, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Pistons trailed by 19. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. The professor passes to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And Detroit again with the bucket. Minnesota leading by 17. Here's the captain. 13 points in the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Kept alive. The pass to Connor. Shot clock at 6. Rebound Minnesota. The captain's got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Edwards against Cunningham. Edwards, that's good.
Timeout.
Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Man, he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Rudy Gobert.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 20. Carter on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Minnesota leading by 19 points. Edwards looking it over. Here's AI. Duren pulls it in. The Pistons have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Thompson with the bucket.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Drives to the hoop. Here's the captain. Here's McDaniels. Drills the three-pointer. McDaniels got 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's the captain. 13 points in the game. Count that one. 15 points in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks very much. Well, the NBA is investing in Africa with the Basketball Africa League. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said right now in Africa, sports is viewed only as competition, not as a business. What we're trying to demonstrate is that if you invest in sports, with the young, fast-growing population in Africa, there is a huge opportunity for high returns. Kevin?
Yeah, it looks, DA, like a win-win, and we thank you for your report. Now, here's Thompson. Taking a look at his stats, he's at...
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Minnesota calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
A different look here for Detroit. Tobias Harris has checked in for Thompson. And it's Jaden Ivey in for the Professor. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Here's the captain. 17 points in the game. Ivey against Edwards. From deep three-point territory. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. Launches from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Cunningham up top. 22 points for him. Puts it up from 15. Jump shot is good that time. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Ivy dishes to Cunningham. Over Edwards. Cunningham's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 22. AI with it. Picked up by Harris. That one good for 2. And that's now 28 points for AI.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Cunningham. It's tipped. And again, Cunningham missing. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. The 15-footer. And again, Cunningham missing.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled. Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Here's Ivy following the bucket by the Timberwolves.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Anthony Edwards. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's putting up 31 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
2.
And that one falls for Ivy.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
And Ivy drops them both. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The captain passes to AI. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebound by the Pistons. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes to Harris. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
So it's Detroit now. Carter kicks to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Reid the pass to the captain. Pass to McDaniels. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Harris. Takes a 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. Out to AI. There's the pass to the captain. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Ivy. Edwards can't hit. And stolen by AI. It's good. AI's got 8 points in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Duren. Big Dog comes in for Carter. And the professor subbed in for Cunningham. Here's Edwards. Here's Reed. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Passes it to Holland. And he banks in the layup. Holland's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It's like Ivy has that 6th sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
Edwards drives in. Comes up empty down low.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. And good that time.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Ivy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ivy's got 12 points in the game.
And with his level of athleticism, Ivy has elite body control, helping him finish there.
Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Okay, they say it was last touched by Ivy.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Conley.
2 minutes.
Pass to AI. And that one, good. AI's got 32 points in the game.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Count it.
And that's a testament to Ivy's strength. Remarkable job converting through the contact.
Outside Conley. Kicks it to AI. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Boy, Mike Conley has always been such a steadying influence, a respected leader. Doesn't matter what team he's on.
And Conley drops them both. 1:09 left to play in the third. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ivy kicks to Harris. Off target from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
He gets that one. That's 36 points for AI.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Pass to the professor. Nailed from three-point land.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here is Conley. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the shot is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Connor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The professor's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
And here's Edwards. Jacks up a 3. And that one is off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Timberwolves on top, running away with this one. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Big Dog is out there with Harris. Then there's Jaden Ivey. Then there's the professor. And it's Stewart in at the center position. Now here's McDaniels. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Assisted by Dante DiVincenzo.
Pistons shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's the professor. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's the captain. Out to the wing. Now McDaniels to the inside. And the shot goes down.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Ivey against DiVincenzo.
A willingness to put himself on the line. Ivey going directly into the heart of the defense.
And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
And that one falls for Ivey. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's DiVincenzo. It's deflected. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The layup missed. Here's Connor. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Well, we know that scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you've heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Rebound, Detroit. Ivey's got his 6th rebound on the night. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Here's the captain. Good on the bucket. The captain's got 21 in the game.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Ivey against DiVincenzo. The shot by Ivey, no good.
And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's Harris. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
And the first one drops. Smooth checked in for Detroit. And he can't hit the second. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The captain, no good.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And the dunk by Stewart.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Minnesota with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. The captain passes to Gobert. Here's Reed. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
DiVincenzo against Ivey. Knocks it loose. To the middle. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Here's Ivey. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's. DiVincenzo against Ivey. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. McDaniels with the ball. Pulls up on the elbow. Here's Gobert. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
That's Gobert finishing through great defensive effort.
The Pistons have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, or of 9. Gobert against Ivey. And there's the pass to Holland. And here's Ivey. Clock at 6. With the teardrop, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's the captain, guarded by Stewart, and finished off by Gobert.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Here's Smooth. They need this. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Harris. Carter comes in for Big Dog. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Smooth.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Assisted by
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to McDaniels. When you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of. Despite the contact, Thompson still gets it to go. Showing some heart there.
Here's the captain. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. The captain's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Here's Cunningham, plenty of space. Offline from the top of the key. The Timberwolves shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Here's the captain, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's the captain. Inside. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Ivy dishes to Cunningham. Back to Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. And that's 20 points for Jaden Ivey.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
He takes it in. Here's the captain. Lays it up off the glass. The captain's got 14 points here in the second half.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Thompson outside. Here's the three. And another three for Detroit.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Minnesota shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Here's the captain. Sweet little floater. The captain's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Pass to Carter. This one for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the captain. Ingles trying to get open. Off with the layup.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now here is Carter. Another three for Detroit.
All these threes they've given up have really been the driving force on this run.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Big Dog, he's checked in for Carter. Minnesota also making some changes. AI is checked in for Joe Ingles. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Good on both. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Down low. And the layup's good off the glass. Cunningham's got 26.
And you think that bump is going to stop him. Not a chance. Cunningham too locked in.
Edwards against Thompson. Outside Edwards. To the inside. McDaniels counting. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Pass to Holland. GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
Here is Edwards after the basket by Detroit. Over Thompson, and Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
The captain with the bucket. 33 points for the captain.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he lays it straight in. The captain's got 35 in the game.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great, you know. It's all about our defense. You know, when we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.